Hey Aries, Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, full moon reading for the month of June. And we've got a Sagittarius full moon here. So Aries, let's see what the cards have in store for you. First up, your message. This wanted to pop out right when I said first up. Okay, we've got Four of Swords, Nine of Cups here, Aries. Put your mind at ease and let the good times begin. This is the wishes fulfillment card. Whatever it is that you had been stressing about previously, I get the feeling you can feel it. You can feel the tides changing. You can feel things shifting, even if in your day to day, there's the typical struggles. There's the typical things that you have to get done. For the most part, I'm getting the sense, Aries, that you're getting it, you're feeling it. This is a confirmation and a validation to you that your hard work and effort, it is paying off. It's going to pay off. Don't get yourself worried, wrapped up in what other people are doing, okay? You've done your part. Let them do theirs. It's all going to work out. Everything is in flow. So I'm kind of feeling that as that vibe for the message from the universe. But let's see here, turning the page, message from the universe, maybe a bit more of what's being brought into your awareness. Be brave is what I'm hearing, Aries. Trust your heart and trust that you are in a solid position to step into those leadership roles that you have been waiting to jump into. Whether you work for yourself, you're independent and you've been trying to get your business going, whether you are, you've been working for yourself for a while and you're just trying to get new clients, blah, 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 whether you work with a company and you're not your own boss, whatever the case may be, okay, this is going to be a time to listen to your heart and follow those instincts. Don't be afraid to sort of stand out from the crowd, and or it's kind of like just go your own way. I don't normally equate or associate with the Father of Cups to this sort of I'm not exactly a lone wolf, but it's just kind of saying, if you have a really good sense and a really good feeling about something, about someone, I'm getting the feeling, Aries, to just encourage you to keep going, to pursue. And I'm getting, though, it might not work out as instantaneously as you would like or as it may seem, but you're being encouraged to go with the flow, follow those instincts nevertheless, okay? Follow them nevertheless, okay? What will you need to perhaps revisit? Okay, I'm hearing the waiting game, looking at the bigger picture. Like I said earlier, what you want, maybe you are being encouraged to pursue a certain direction, but it might take a bit. It might be, from A to Z, you got to get through all those little steps. Even if the little steps are like little ticks, sometimes it takes what it takes. I don't get a long-winded feeling of anything here though, Aries, so not to worry. But I do feel in this sense with the Wheel of Fortune being guided to obviously look at the bigger picture and get a sense of things. Notice the pattern, notice the cycles, step outside of yourself. There's both this energy to where you're getting confidence is being built. You're being encouraged to kind of go into a certain direction or to follow your instincts in a certain way, follow your gut. And while you're doing that, right, it's saying to observe, because I feel you sort of shifting to this more individuated path for some reason. I feel you being really ready to go off on your own and do whatever it is that is, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, whatever it is you've been waiting to do. I feel like that time is coming. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Yes, integration. So surrender and allow. Take a moment to breathe. Don't need to overthink anything. Don't need to plan anything. what's been set into motion is set into motion. This is a transformation and a metamorphosis that is happening, whether, it's from the inside out. And when we look at swords with the air, thoughts, logic, the mental energy, this is something to where there's a shift in perception, and there's also this feeling. Remember when I said if you feel called to do something, to pursue something, it might be a little bit of a journey. I don't see this long ordeal or anything, but we'll see. The point is, there's something that is unfolding. There's something that has yet to be revealed to you. So you're definitely being called to trust your instincts. Try not to worry too much about the details. Try not to worry too much about the logical sense of things, okay? Trust those instincts. Trust those instincts. Lastly, what sort of downtime, what sort of break, what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, you want to let loose. You want some options. You want to have some options. You want to have some choices. You are being called to something, but you're also ready to let go. You're ready to acknowledge what might be just too much. Like when something is just, how do they say it? Like it's all in small doses type thing, I suppose. So whether it's like conversations, friendships, connections, whether it's food, drink, substance, whatever the case may be, in terms of breakdown time, 7 of Cups relates with illusion, can relate with intoxication and fantasy. So this is saying you kind of are like, you deserve a the much deserved break, a well deserved break, I should say. There's something here about tuning into your imagination. Maybe things have been a bit too dry. Maybe things have been a bit too practical. Maybe things have been a bit too hustle and too work oriented. You're being guided to let loose, have a bit of healthy fun. Open up to your imagination. Ask yourself, after going through these cycles of completion, transformation, all this stuff that's still in the mix, you're being shown and guided to, again, connect to your gut instincts, connect to your emotional body. And so in this case, I do get that feeling that it's like, you can turn your mind off and just go with the flow, okay? Aries, so I encourage you to go ahead and take a peek, take a glance at your moon and rising signs for added insights. See what vibes, what resonates with you, and so forth. Visit with us, girlandhermoon.com, as well, to schedule a session of your very own. There's so many different ways that we are ready and able to support you here. So have a blessed and beautiful full moon. Till next time. Greetings, Taurus. This is Kapualani, and I'm here with your girl and her moon, Sagittarius full moon reading for the month of June. Let's see what we see for you, Taurus. Oops, almost let that one completely fly out of my hands. I feel like, Taurus, I've been getting vibes and I've been seeing things that this is going to be a really good year for you. I don't know how you're feeling. I hope you're feeling good. We'll see what the cards say. All right, I don't want to jinx anything, of course. Okay, Taurus. Let's get your message from the universe first up. Boom, there you are. Queen of Pentacles, Mother of Pentacles. First thing that's coming to my attention, it's just, I'm hearing, take your time, relax into it. With the Mother of Pentacles, it's all about planning for the future, thinking about the future, and being present to what we need to do here and now. What are we doing here and now to really continue to solidify and ensure that we have stability for future generations, for our own future, okay? And so this is coming, it came through really clearly, very strongly. So I feel like maybe, hopefully for you, Taurus, this is something that you have been sort of thinking about. Hopefully this is something that you have been mulling over, that's been coming to you, especially with all of the shifts, all of the things, right, that we have been collectively moving through. And so prioritizing your life in the way that you do, Taurus, by being very practical and again, and thinking about the stability, thinking about the long term, right? You're on it, okay? And you're being encouraged to continue to sit, or rather perceive from that aspect, from that point of view. What will this full moon bring into your awareness? Listening to your higher voice, accessing information, accessing connections, accessing guidance, anything outside of yourself, that it's almost like preparing yourself to step into this higher role. Like rather than you having to seek out information or see, you know what I mean, seek out certain people to gain certain information or whatnot, it's kind of like you are taking it upon yourself to figure it out. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Like the Hierophant in this case, there is this energy of, for whatever reason, I'm being guided to like being methodical. I don't know why, but it's about research and it's about applying yourself. And it's about not necessarily, sure, you could be bettering yourself, but for some reason, it's really building that connection. Like, listen to your higher self, follow those cues, pay attention to the signs, pay attention when your guides are sort of giving you nudges and things, and there's synchronicities that pop up. And I'm also hearing again, like, you know, again, where you may have maybe called upon or relied upon someone or something to like get information for you to give you some kind of an answer, I feel you being ready to get those answers yourself. So like, for example, if you were more reliant on going to do, you know, someone else reads, which, hey, like that's what we're here for, right? Not trying to like to shut that energy off or down at all, but it's one of those things where, hey, maybe you're ready to start engaging, and maybe you're ready to start participating and to start learning a little bit more, because you are getting those readings, so it's starting to look a little bit more familiar to you. You know, some messages are starting to sound a little bit more repetitive. So like, this is kind of making sense, and this is a language, this is a thing that I think I'm actually starting to get. So like, maybe I should just apply myself rather than like, you know, not that I shouldn't go to these people anymore, but maybe I could start to go to them a little bit less and start to figure it out a little bit more for myself. You know, there's something about that there. So let's see what you might need to revisit. Son of Swords, information. It's not just about gathering the information, like the Page of Swords, the Daughter of Swords, but with the Son of Swords, we are applying the information. We're applying the information. So you may have forgotten also that you have certain skills and certain abilities, and or maybe there were certain skills, abilities that were, I'm hearing like possibly latent, but now you're in this position where it's like, maybe I have a little bit more skill and ability than I gave myself credit for. And so you're being encouraged again to start to maybe put those skills, put some of that stuff into practice, you know, put it out there a little bit. Okay. All right. Advice for a smooth full moon. The Empress, my gosh, I love it. This is all you, Taurus. Mother of Pentacles, Empress, so Taurus energy. My gosh. So, smooth full moon, you just do you. You just do you, okay? You might, you know, any of these energies, like the air energy that comes through, there's that self-expression from the mental aspect of sharing your knowledge and or just whatever it is that you have to say, information, okay? Pursuing information, sharing information, okay? With the Empress, I feel in some way this is about also being approachable. Like for whatever reason, it's kind of like just allow yourself to be approachable. You may have a lot of information and stuff, like channel it in a way where you can kind of have it on hand for you. I mean, this is something that feels personal for you. Doesn't mean that others can't benefit from what you have to say or share, but it's about being approachable and letting them come to you. You just kind of put it, like you just do what you do. Others will see it. Others will notice. Others will want to engage you. Others will want to approach you. And that's the name of the game, is what I'm hearing, to be honest. And so it's saying celebrate yourself. Really take a moment to acknowledge and to appreciate what you have managed to establish and build for yourself thus far, because it's pretty dang good, babe. Okay? All right. What sort of vacation downtime is your soul craving? Boom. Yes. You're tired of the head and the heart being stuck and being like, I can't prioritize between these two anymore. You're done with it. You're over it. So, Three of Swords, where you have held back, where you have felt stuck, again, cut through whatever BS. What I'm hearing, I wouldn't usually just go there, but it's coming up just straight up in that sort of a way. And so take that time to just remove yourself from headache, remove yourself from just toxicity, whatever you is just too much. Like I said, just be where you need to be. Anyone who really like needs to go to you or has something to present or has something to say, let them come to you. Don't hold back. If you got something to say, go ahead and say it, go ahead and do it. But I feel like spirit's just like, just avoid, I don't know why, but it's like avoid the nasties, avoid the negatives, avoid just like the heavy stuff that has nothing to do with you, that for you, it, you're okay, that's just like, they just need to kind of get over it, and it's okay, I'm sorry, I just can't, like, it's one of those things. Okay, Taurus, it's okay. And you know what, babe? Where you might be having some headache, heartache, where you might be having some struggle, this is where Spirit's saying, like, I'm almost getting like, better and how to set yourself free. Like, how to kind of cut loose in certain ways. And it's not heartless and it's not cold. Like, I feel like this is just about you prioritizing your values, your, sanity and sacred space, and just being like, listen, the world is crazy right now. So that person, I love them. They're just being reactive, and we'll talk when they're more sane. Like, it's just one of those things, So have a great full moon, Taurus. You know what to do. Check out your moon and rising signs, get some added insight, see what resonates, leave what doesn't resonate, just let it fall by the wayside. Visit withusgirlonhermoon.com also to schedule a session of your very own, and we'll hook it up. Okay, babes, take care. Till next time. Gemini, hey you, what's up? Kapualani here. And I've got your Sagittarius girl and her moon, Sagittarius full moon reading for the month of June. And don't mind me, we're going to blast through that little flippity flop of the cards that we just saw. Trust the messages will come up. And if we need to see that card again, we will. If we need to visit that energy, we will. Okay, so let's see, Gemini, what we've got going on. Okay. Your message from the universe. Ooh, sneaky little devil, Gemini. What are you doing? What are you doing, babe? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe I'm not. It's not me. I'm just here. I'm just the channel. I'm just the messenger. You got some things that I'm hearing like... Now, I don't know how you would perceive this, but I'm hearing like back and forth. There's a few things that maybe have been causing you to go a little stir crazy, maybe spinning your wheels a little bit, maybe overthinking, overdoing, overanalyzing. And you'd be like, well, but it's not my fault. There's all these things that are happening around me. So it's kind of like driving me to this point. And I respect it. I respect it. And so what I'm going to say is exactly what I'm going to do right now, Gemini. And we just need to take a breath. Okay, maybe a few breaths. So, okay, can we breathe? And you're like, Kapualani, I've been breathing. I don't know what you're doing. No, I'm telling you, Gemini, get that oxygen to your cells, to your body, and just take a breath. There are some things I feel surrounding you that might be driving you a little bit bonkers. It might be creating a bit of chaos for you, a bit of distraction for you. And I feel like even for yourself, maybe your thoughts are getting a little bit sneaky and you're wanting to get into a little bit of trouble yourself. Maybe you are getting kind of bored with what's going on. Maybe things are not happening in the timeline that you want. Maybe people are not reacting or responding or showing up or delivering, whatever the case may be. Take a breath, okay? Take a breath and try to just step outside of just anything, anyone, any of the situations that feels like out of your control, out of your hands, And that's like most things most of the time. And so that's where I really get that thing to just do your best to breathe, calm, and center, step outside of other people, like whatever might be exacerbating any stress or anxiousness or, Gemini, get some solitude just for a moment to breathe. Okay. So, what will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? I'm hearing self protection. Interesting. And protecting your own creative energy, protecting your own creative value. Are there people that have, maybe feel like they've been draining you or like taking from you? And it's not a blame thing, but it's about, we really just need to be aware. And this is about what, this lunar energy is bringing to your awareness. And the Mother of Wands with the fire, keeper of the fire, protecting that energy, the creative vision, the creative life force, the future developments. Okay. And so in this case, it's thinking about your future, thinking about your health, your wellness, your well being. Okay. Your sanity. And even though I know this is not swords, this is fire, this is chi. That's how we channel the air, right? The fire in terms of how we move it. So we want to just kind of make sure that there's a healthy flow, a healthy circulation, as I said earlier. So we're going to calm and ground, self-care, and do things in your time. Get that space away from whatever you need to get your space away from, okay? All right. What will you perhaps need to revisit? Look at those burdens. So there's some feelings of just overwhelm. There's some feelings of being clouded, of exhaustion. When I see the wands in this sort of with the 10 of wands, tens do indicate house, home. It indicates family. I sometimes think of family relations, the lineages, the responsibilities to family, the responsibilities to the household, to the day to day, and the output, and just feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and drained by it all. I sometimes think of this also as like smoke, because if this is supposed to be a fire energy, but it's all blocked, then we're clouded. You know what I mean? And we're just in this sort of a way. Okay, in terms of revisiting, there are some things that are still being put to rest. There are some energies where the air is still needing to clear, where your energies are still needing to, you're still seeing some things through, some burdens through. It's not over yet, and you know this, but it's about managing those burdens and not letting yourself, like not collapsing under the weight of it. And that's where I kept getting earlier, like clear the air, get yourself some space. Remember, pace yourself as well, okay? Because that wood ain't going nowhere. We may have chopped the wood, but we still need to get it all the way back to the house so that we can chop it into logs. And then after that, we got to organize the logs, and then we can go ahead and start the fire. So like, woo! Still got a little bit of stuff to do, but you can make it. So just pace yourself. Pace yourself. And also I'm hearing Spirit saying, ask yourself and remind yourself, like, what burdens are really yours? What burdens are really worthwhile? And what burdens are you carrying that really don't belong to you, that you're carrying for others, okay? You don't need to make excuses for people. I don't know why, but I'm saying this. You don't need to make excuses for people. Okay, advice for a smooth full moon. 4 of Cups. Yeah, don't overthink things. Don't overthink things. Make it simple and easy. Don't overanalyze. You may be feeling very detached, like your mind and your heart may be feeling just very kind of just polarized, disconnected at this time. And so when it comes to your emotional like options and the ability to connect emotionally, you just might not even like, oh yeah, okay. Might not be feeling, whelmed at all. It's just about understanding, okay? Right now, it's okay. It is what it is. It's temporary. This isn't going to last. These moments are not going to last. And so that's why it's like I said, simplify, make it easy, take a breath, remove yourself from anything that's just distracting you and just not adding to your sanity, wellness, well-being, and or just do what you can to consciously transform and shift those energies where you're able to, okay? All right, what sort of downtime is your soul craving now? Yeah, you want to be in charge. Look at that Father of Swords. You want to be the king of your energy, element, air. It doesn't even surprise me that we see this Father of Swords showing up right now in terms of just like what sort of vacation your soul's craving. You want control. You want to have a plan. You want to be able to like feel confident and clear when you're sitting on your throne that it's like, okay, even if there's chaos out there, guess what? I am solid and clear in here. I've got, my reserves, whatever, everything is fortified. I'm good. And so we're being encouraged right now just to lean into your sense of logic. And I see this sword. I see these, the wands all like that, bundled up like that. And so it's saying, mind over matter in a lot of ways. It can be really just right now, mind over matter. You might not be in a place where the options that are in front of you are anything that would really kind of, get your spirits going and get your juices flowing. I get it. And so that's why Spirit's saying have some self-discipline, and maybe right now is the time to get serious and start thinking about the future and making some plans about some changes and ways that you can really start to get things back on track in a way that you would like. Okay, so taking control and using that wisdom and understanding that there's a time and a place for everything, because with the owl at nighttime, you're going to function best when it's more natural to your flow. So that's part of just what I'm saying, okay, in that regard. Okay, Gemini, check out your moon and rising signs. Get some added guidance. Okay, see what resonates and what may not resonate. Just let it fall away. Visit us, girlandhermoon.com, to schedule a session of your own. We're there for you. We'll hook it up. All right, Gemini, have a great full moon. Till next time. Thanks for being here. Cancer. Hey, Cancer, what's going on? Happy full moon. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Sagittarius full moon reading for the month of June. So Cancer, ready or not, let's see what these cards have to share for you. Okay. I don't know why, Cancer. I don't know if this is relevant for you, but I'm just going to go with it and get the sun here when I'm like vibing on this. So I'm just going to say it. The struggle is over is what I'm hearing. The struggle is over. Maybe it really has been very real, but they're like, I get it. It's like they're saying the struggle is over. It's ending. It's coming to an end, whatever it's been. Let's see what you need to hear from the universe this full moon. Look at that. The struggle is over. 5 of Pentacles, recovery from loss. Okay, so you may still be in this space of like just exhaustion and trying to take things step by step, moment by moment. Don't give up. And like I said, like the struggle's over. We're moving forward. We're moving onward. It might be like what feels like I'm still struggling because you're not quite in that like exact cushy, comfy space that you would like to be in right now, Cancer. But don't give up, okay? Like I feel that if you are alone and struggling, you don't have to be, is what I'm getting. I feel like you could, if you need a friend, if you need a confidant, someone to kind of just be a shoulder to help see you through, you've got it. And you may already know that if you don't already have that person by your side, but I don't know why, Cancer, I'm feeling that. I know with Cancer, you can kind of just go into your shell and hermit and be alone and all that kind of stuff, but I'm hearing like you don't have to. You don't have to be alone through this. So lean on that, one or two friends, loved ones, family members that will be there to see you through. Don't be afraid, okay? What will this full moon be bringing to your awareness? I love it. The Fool, new beginnings, reset, bouncing back. You are so ready. You have shed the old. This is a time where you might be feeling a little bit vulnerable, but the nice thing is it's not like a vulnerable where you're like freaked out and afraid. There's this feeling of excitement. There's this desire and a readiness to open up to the new cycles, and I really get that. I completely honor and respect that. And so Spirit is encouraging you, if you are still feeling a little bit beat up or like, I don't know, Trust that when these news cycles, opportunities, and so forth, as you see things, evolving, even whatever you don't see, trust that moment by moment as you live and breathe. Spirit is peeling things away, peeling back whatever funky layers you may have been moving through, and the new cycles are here. So it's just about surrendering, allowing, and being willing to say, okay, forget it. Yesterday is gone. All there is now. Fine. Just doing your best to kind of move forward and onward in that sort of an attitude. Okay. So let's see what you might be revisiting. There's that hermit. I was like, the hermiting. Okay, so some wisdom. There's still some information that's needed. There's still some time that we're wanting to take in terms of just exposing ourselves, And so, like I said earlier, you don't have to be alone through all of this. It's not saying you need to have somebody stuck to you at the hip or anything like that, okay? But it's about taking that time to heal, taking that time to, I feel like it's saying coming out of your shell when you're good and ready, not forcing yourself or pushing anything, because you already know the results. You already know what happens when you push yourself to do something before you're ready. It just doesn't work out. It's a complete chaotic mess, blah, blah, blah. There's trauma, you know what I mean? And so that's why Spirit's saying, even when you do feel just like spontaneously, yeah, remember, there may be other parts of you that are still needing to catch up. So take it easy, take it slow, okay? Take it easy, take it slow, and let things come to you as well. Okay, don't go rushing after anything. Let things come to you, information, people, whatnot. All right, advice for a smooth full moon. Daughter of Wands, sweet. So follow the signs. Be willing to be open, be adventurous, trust your senses, follow your senses, okay? This is a reboot. You have messages, you have signs, things that are coming to you. You might have really like a lot of ideas that are just kind of popping up or flowing through. Don't worry about having to make anything happen right now. Don't worry about needing to figure anything out right now. This is like a time for a reset. You're not coming into things completely blank slate. You have wisdom that you're bringing with you, but your perception is shifting. You're able to see things, and or Spirit is giving you that space to transform, how you see things, so that you can get excited again, so that you can sort of get caught up and your energies can feel vibrant and reset again, so you're going to want to kind of get up and get at them rather than, I don't know. You know what I mean? I get it. We have those moments. All right. What sort of vacation, what sort of break is your soul craving now? Oh, 7 of Cups. So having a little bit of fun. There's a lot of choices. You will have some opportunities, options. It might be a little bit difficult for you to know what to trust is what I'm getting. And so that's where Spirit's saying use your wisdom. You may have a number of opportunities. You may have a number of options for things to do. You might have a number of ideas of like, maybe this will make me happy. Maybe that will make me happy. Maybe I should try this. Maybe I should try that. Spirit is saying this is where your life's lived wisdom will really help to set the tone in terms of like where things move, where things flow. Okay. 7 of Cups is a reflection of intoxication, of illusion, of imagination more than anything. So you are being guided to really open up to your imagination. Okay. That creative imagination. Try not to get yourself too overwhelmed, but it's a time to kind of let loose and to have fun. And it's about opening up to, I'm hearing just play and unwinding from whatever heavy stress, responsibilities, things that you've just been cycling out of. Okay, this is a time to sort of responsibly, of course, let loose, have some fun, open up to the imagination, open up to relaxation, like get a massage, get a mani-pedi, whatever the case may be. Okay, Cancer. So don't forget to check out your rising and moon signs for some added guidance, and whatever doesn't resonate, just let it fall by the wayside. And check us out, girlandhermoon.com, to go ahead and schedule a session of your very own. You know we're here for you. So have a blessed and bright full moon, Cancer. See you soon. Happy full moon, Leo. Kapualani here, and I've got your girl and her moon, Sagittarius, full moon reading, Leo. Let's see what we see, what the cards have in store. Okay, Leo, I'm hearing take it easy, take it easy. Things are going to fall into place, Leo. And for whatever reason, I'm getting like the things that you're like focusing on right now that you're wanting to see, give it some time, because there's something about the follow through like a few months from now. I don't know why, but things as we go toward fall, there's going to be, I don't know why, but like your manifestations, different manifestations are going to be coming to light. So first up, let's see what you need to hear from the universe, your message from the universe. Whoo, I love it. Justice. All right, Leo. So if you have been a good Leo, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously. So right now, Leo, the tables are turning. Okay. Planets are like really starting to flow. And I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, there may be some things that are going to be moving in your favor. And I get this with the Justice card though, Leo. So be ready, okay? Be ready, be open. Where you've really been struggling and or just stressed out, trust that it's moving into the past, okay? I feel it and I see it like these major, I don't know, these massive doors are just boom, they're going to close off and seal off. So all of that previous, like, I don't know why, Leo, but I'm hearing like the negative karma and the negative just junk and stuff that you have been putting up with, that you have been pushing through and doing the work and burning it off and all the things, it's like it's going to be coming full circle. Things are going to be shifting. We're doing that 180-degree type, perspective thing here. So justice is on your side. And I don't know why, but it's like whatever is like lingering, don't worry about it. Karma will take care of it. Like whatever you're worried, like, oh, is this, any lingering things, don't worry about it. Let the universe take care of the rest. Okay. I'm just getting that big time. What next? Okay. What will be brought into your awareness? The Hierophant. Okay, the keys in your hand, you're going to be getting some messages. There may be certain bits of information and or connections that you have that maybe you didn't know it before, but there's going to be some follow through, and I'm getting this again. I feel like the connections that you are making right now, the people that you're talking to, the places that you're visiting, whatnot, the things that you're thinking about, your higher self might be kind of like guiding you on certain things. There's something that's going to be tying together. It's all starting to like be activated at the fringes here and now, because I feel it. There's a buildup. I don't know why, but I keep feeling it, that there's some type of a buildup coming for you. You are being very divinely guided right now. Your higher self, your guides are definitely working with you. So pay attention to those signs. Really take a moment to listen if you have had, especially some repetitive feelings, repetitive thoughts coming to you, repetitive signs and synchronicities and whatnot. Okay, Leo, it's pretty active energy that we're getting right now. Okay, what will you need to possibly revisit? My goodness, boom, boom, boom. 3 major arcanas. There is a major yin-yang, feminine, masculine, sacred masculine reset that is happening for you. Judgment, second chances, breakthroughs, breaking through from the dark and into the light. Okay, you are still on the rise. You are still moving through some unknowns. obviously. Okay? Don't worry, don't fear. Fate, karma, judgment, justice is on your side. There's some major karmic doorways that are closing. Positive, you're doing the dharma, the undoing of the karma, if I'm not mistaken, right, in terms of what that means, and so forth. And so in this case with judgment, I also get like, give things a chance, give yourself, give life, time, and space a chance to, I don't know why, but like prove itself. Like, you may have given up on certain things, but I'm hearing spirit saying, like, just wait, give things time, give things a chance, be a little patient, because like, just take it from your own experience. You've had life's experience where maybe you've rushed off, and maybe you drew conclusions about stuff before because maybe you just were too anxious or afraid or whatnot. But then if you had just given it a little bit of time, it's like everything would have worked out, right? That's what spirit's saying. Try not to be too reactive. This is really the universe working in your behalf big time right now, Leo. I mean, I cannot say it enough, okay? So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. The Mother of Swords. Yeah, see things for what they are. Read between the lines, but try not to overanalyze. It's just about becoming aware and minding boundaries. Okay. With the Mother of Swords, it's saying to detach and disconnect. It's saying to get a higher perspective and to educate yourself before making any decisions. Okay. It's saying to also, get that higher perspective and know that it's temporary, and you're taking that time to pull back to get a bigger perspective so that when the time does come, you can be ready, you can be educated, and you can be a bit more not just informed, but confident and clear about your steps and your next moves, about what you're going to say, about what you're going to do. This is a time to observe. Use your voice as needed. Don't be afraid. You don't have to hold back. You know what to say, and you know how to say it with clarity and precision, okay? But you're being guided again to just witness and observe. Okay, because there's a lot of those bigger pieces, the heavier pieces, like I said, that the universe is doing the lifting right now, and that you are just there to observe. Okay, what sort of downtime is your soul craving? What kind of vacation could you use? Yeah, there we go. Finally, some water, Two of Cups. So focus on the things that bring you joy and fulfillment in the very simple sorts of ways. Your own happiness and day-to-day joy matters, Leo. Okay, especially when things are feeling like this kind of, just black and white and basic and a little bit dry and a little bit more like, okay, spirit, we're just gonna like be here and surrender and allow. This is saying, no, it's okay. Trust your heart. Do those things. Connect with that person or that place. It doesn't have to be another person. It's really about the inside out. Okay. And again, doing things that connect you to the softness, that connect you to the warmth, that connect you to the simple pleasures, the simple joys, like having a really nice cup of tea or coffee, just to kind of get your morning going and easing into things, that kind of a vibe, moving to the flow and moving to the gentle, observing and knowing what our boundaries are so that we can manage our own limits and we're not pushing or jumping into things that we don't need to be jumping into. We're not here to save anybody. We don't need to save anybody. You might have this gorgeous, brave heart, Leo, but right now, today, baby, we gotta have boundaries and just do our own things. And listen, they'll be just fine. They're just kind of going through their lessons. Stand up. They're not in dire need. It's okay. You just keep going on. It's okay. It's okay. You just make you happy, okay? All right, Leo. And so all that said, don't forget to check out your rising and moon signs for some added guidance. See what resonates, what vibes, whatever does not, just fall away. And also visit with us, check us out, girlandhermoon.com, to schedule a session of your very own. We're here for you, and we are more than happy to hook it up. So have a great full moon. Be blessed. Take care. Till next time. Virgo, happy Sagittarius full moon. This is Kapualani, and I am here with your girl and her moon full moon reading for the month of June. Let's see what we've got going on here, Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, I'm hearing like it's all on track. And right when I was getting the vibe to say that, I saw 43 on the timer. So what can we do here? Let's see. First up, let's get your message from the universe. Daughter of Pentacles. Yeah. So there's some, I feel like for whatever reason, okay, let me just pause because they have me kind of focusing on the Rider-Waite version of the Page of Pentacles with the page who is holding the pentacle in their hand. There's something that you're being called to, I don't know why, but it's just like not full on investigate, but it's like getting, like checking things out and becoming familiarized with your options so that when you do make moves, it's not just about being well informed, but you can feel really you can feel really confident about what you're doing. Right now, with this Daughter of Pentacles energy, I'm hearing that it's not necessary for you to take or make any big risks. This is a time for you to gather insight, to gain confidence, to build familiarity with the current situation, circumstances, world around you. Whatever your current experience is, anything that might be particularly new or something that you haven't quite gained a full grip on, that's where I'm feeling spirit saying take that time to sort of like gain, like I don't know if it's just that simple, but they're like familiarize yourself and sort of gain a firm grip or grasp on whatever it is that you're thinking of opening up to or looking to explore next. Okay, let's see what this full moon is going to bring into your awareness. That being said, look at that, the Mother of Pentacles. The reason is because you're ready to start like where it matters, laying roots, you know, maybe not in terms of a house and a home, but like whatever that next project is, whatever that next step might be. You've got responsibilities now. Like you're at a different point in your circumstances to where like you're getting ready. You can feel it. You can feel that next level of, I want to say, just committing to yourself, committing to your work, committing to your journey, committing to your home, committing just whatever it is to your goals, because the Mother of Pentacles thinks about the future and there's a responsibility. The Mother of Pentacles has to prioritize work over play, obviously. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, thinking about the future. There's a time for work, there's a time for play. So it's just about finding that balance and understanding that it's like as you're out there and you don't fully realize what you're doing all the time. You don't fully realize when you're out there socializing or this or that, that at the same time, you're also building possible connections because maybe the people that you're meeting, they're vendors for doing different things, or this one does this service, this one offers that good. And then you don't realize it. But after a while, you're like, oh, wait, this person offers this, person offers that. And I'm like now at a stage where I'm ready, like, okay, I want to start doing this, that, other thing. So maybe I could lean on or call that person for their good, for their service, blah, blah, blah. There's something there that I'm picking up on, okay, to where it's like, it may seem like where you're at, you've got a lot of time, and maybe you do. But Spirit saying is remember that time moves by quickly. Okay. And the bigger vision that you have will start to come into play. Like taking those steps is going to come into play a lot faster than you realize. Okay. So that's why I'm hearing something about being ready. Okay. So let's see what you might need to revisit. Two of Cups. Trust your heart. Follow your heart. Okay, take that time to just ask yourself when you're out there making decisions, taking those steps, when you're considering what you want, make sure that you're not leaving your joy and happiness out of the equation. Okay, and so that's where Spirit is saying, you know, again, when you're making certain decisions, and I'm getting this with the physical, the choices that you're making and the things that you're thinking about for your future, come from your heart. It's okay, you know, like lean on that aspect of yourself, because this is what's helping you to shape your next steps when you're moving through this transition, when you're like co-creating and manifesting. All right. Okay. Advice for a smooth full moon. 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. So, yep, how some I was feeling that earlier. Something with future, home, possibly like family involved. Okay. Where you are in a space to share, where you are in a space to connect, to give, that's where I feel you're going to get a lot of fulfillment. Advice for a smooth full moon. If the projects, if the things that you are wanting to initiate or that you've been thinking about involves others or could benefit others, Spirit is saying now's the time to take action. Now's the time to ask for help where you may need it. Ask for that support where you may need it, even if it's just moral support, even if it's just that one or two people who are saying, hey, like, could you wish me a little bit of, I don't know, whatever the case may be. But advice for a smooth full moon with this 10 of Cups is I'm getting it's just like celebrate. Something tells me, and I don't remember exactly what the message was at the beginning of this reading. I apologize, Virgo. But I do feel that there was something along the lines of like you can sort of just like relax a little bit or feel like things are turning around, things are getting better, you're going to be in good company, that sort of thing. So it's really saying to just like focus on what's, where things are lining up, continue to flow and continue to move in that direction. I don't know why, but again, it's just like share your good news where that's relevant, and otherwise, think about again the long-term aspects of I don't know why, it feels like actually you're just in a good space to just be happy and present to just what is all happening and occurring around you right here right now. All right, we'll see one card left here, Virgo. Let's see what sort of downtime your soul is craving. The Fool. Yeah, you're ready for a reset. You're ready to just kind of have some new beginnings. Let the past be in the past. I mean, these are such sweet, homey, happy, like I feel childlike sense of wonder, joy. I feel things turning around, and wherever you have been feeling heavy, Virgo, I mean, if you have, okay, I really feel like this is such a beautiful, positive sign that things are going to be turning around. And with this beautiful water, your natural earth energy present, this full energy of just having those new beginnings and woo do, like you're welcome to just continue releasing what's needing to be released, continue to moving forward and onward and following your vibration and what brings you joy more than anything, Virgo. Okay. And so be open because you've got these, like with 10 of Cups, endings and beginnings, acknowledging the cycles and so forth. And then, you're ready for just that 0 point reset. You're ready to just blank slate it and have a new fresh start, whatever that looks like, whatever that means for you. Okay, Virgo. So have a great full moon. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs for some extra added guidance, and go to our website girlandhermoon.com to schedule a session of your very own. We're here to support you for whatever you may need. All right, Virgo, so take care. Have a good one till next time. Thanks so much for being here. Hey Libra, it's me, Kapualani, and I've got your girl and her moon, Sagittarius, full moon reading for the month of June. So Libra, are you ready to see what the cards have to reveal for you for this full moon? June full moon here. I'm hearing actually change is underway, so hang in. Hold tight, hang in, hold your horses. Change is underway. Okay, Libra. First up, your message from the universe. Let's see what the universe has to say. Judgment. Okay, so you're in the midst of some, well, actually, I feel like You're just about to burn off any of that residual shadowy stuff that you may have been dealing with, like like collectively we've been going through all of that sort of like heavier stuff. And so for you, there is going to be this upswing. You should be present to and feeling the shift as we move through this particular lunar cycle. Okay, Libra, with this judgment energy, it is reminding you, okay, not to forget those lessons from your past, those lessons, especially the hardships, the hard earned, the hard won lessons and challenges. For some reason, I'm really present to that message for you, Libra. While you are going to be experiencing something of like, I don't know why, but I'm hearing like a reawakening in some ways, like a rejuvenation, a reboost in some way, or reboot, I should say, in some way. I keep feeling this energy of like, don't just forget all of the past mistakes. Like, it's not about holding on to them, but it's about learning from them, okay? Because the things that you went through, the lessons that you've learned, they're going to be valid for you moving forward. Maybe not right away immediately, but there's something there that Spirit's like, just don't forget. Like, don't just kind of like, okay, and you cycle, woohoo, you know what I mean? Just remember when there's a recess, like, hey, I've been through this before, and it's not about, again, being in fear or doubt or trepidation, but it's about being armed with knowledge, armed with wisdom, armed with experience, okay? Okay, let's see what this lunar cycle, this full moon's going to be bringing into your awareness. Okay, information. Gathering information, listening to your higher self. Again, as you open up to these second chances, the reboot that I was speaking of, there's going to be certain things, again, that information that came to you before, that this time around, it's going to be very apparent. You're going to be like, wait a minute. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things when you're repeating the same day and then you realize it, wait, it's the same day. What are the details? Like, there's certain details that we sort of glaze over at times. But when we're really present to ourselves, when we're really present to all of the little idiosyncrasies and the vibes and whatnot, not to the point of paranoia, because I get it, but you just start to notice a little bit more. And, we're opening up to major arcanas, Libra. And so this is a situation where it's saying really, keep doing the surrendering, because I feel like you have been as best as you can surrendering, right? And so it's saying keep surrendering, keep going with the flow, keep listening. And in fact, because this is what's being brought into your awareness, take a bit more time to be inquisitive to those messages. Like, if you're getting higher self guidance, if you're getting spirit guidance and so forth, don't just, okay, yeah, spirit, be inquisitive. Take the next step and investigate on those messages. Do a little bit more of the footwork is what I'm getting, okay? So let's see what you might need to revisit. Choices and options. Not being too picky, too choosy, but seeing sometimes that the answer is right under your nose, okay? The reality and the circumstances that you're wanting to choose from, that you're wanting to engage, if there is even like an idea of that, Spirit saying that if what you're seeing like right now isn't thrilling to you, it's not supposed to be. And it's okay, because this is temporary, okay? You're just at the crest, at the beginning of this reboot, of this like cycling out of the dark into the light, out of the unknown and into the known. Okay, things are just starting to become like revealed in a sense. And so Spirit saying right now, you might not even like have an appetite to feel like you want to eat anything, but logically speaking, it's been a while since you've eaten. You can feel it in your body. You got to eat something. Okay. And so it's about just, due diligence and being responsible, seeing that sometimes the simplest answer is the most accurate and best choice, best answer for us. whatever it is that we might be thinking that we're wanting or needing, or that we might be kind of mulling over, like that'll happen, that'll like give that for the future. That's going to be in the future. We don't need to worry about it. We just need to be right here, right now. Okay. And we just need to get through this moment to get to the next. Okay. All right. Advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah. So surrender. There are things that are underway. You're being called, okay? Because again, these are situations, like in this case with the Four of Cups, when it's supposed to be a feeling situation, when you're supposed to just connect to your gut, to your emotional body, your intuitive empathic senses, right? That's what we're supposed to do here. But instead, we're just detached. Mind and heart are detached, and so it's like playing with your food. Sometimes when I see the Four of Cups, this Eight of Swords, similarly, it's like you're blindfolded here. You can't really see what's in front of you, but you still need to make a choice. You still need to make a decision. Your decisions are your ability to see clearly, to make plans, to manipulate those plans may be put to the side, may not be within your control. And this is the point where spirits say, okay, you've come this far. Now you just it's like we've come to the bridge. We've gotten to the bridge. Now you just got to get across the bridge. And the only way across is across. So in this case, the only way through this metamorphosis is through it. So if there are things that you're needing to digest in so many ways, things that you're needing to mull over, things that you're needing to integrate, even when we have information that comes to us and we write it all down, we jot it out, blah, 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 we have our plan. Mentally, it still takes time for our brains to really kind of connect and for ourselves to feel confident and clear about, okay, yes, I feel good about what's coming next. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And so it's saying, like, honestly, you don't have to feel anything really. But in this case, it's like whatever is done is done. Let it be. This is a part where now you just need to be right here, right now. You just need to take it step by step. Everything else that falls into place is going to fall into place when it needs to fall into place. Okay? And same thing, when we get to that bridge, all we got to do is cross it. So what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, you're waiting for those results, the results that you want to see. You're seeing a lot of results. You're seeing a lot of flim flam, a lot of this, a lot of that, but you really, really want the big stuff. Okay. And so Spirit's saying just rest. You've been doing the work. You've been doing all of this, that. You know what I mean? All the tedious stuff. Now it's like I said, just allowing, okay? Be inquisitive where you need to be inquisitive, where it makes sense. But otherwise, you kind of already have a sense of what you're doing and where you're going. It's just about letting reality, letting the day by day start to develop. Like when you have a seed that's planted, all you can do is water it and allow, just give it the proper nutrients and sunlight, let it grow. And then when you get it to that point where it's ready to harvest, then boom, you can go and do your thing. Okay? So Libra, check out your moon and rising signs, get some added insight, see what resonates, whatever doesn't resonate, just let it fall by the wayside like anything else. Visit our website, girlonhermoon.com, to schedule a session of your very own and have a fabulous full moon. Thanks so much. Till next time. Hey Scorpio, happy Sagittarius full moon. This is Kapualani and I am here with your girl and her moon. Full moon reading for the month of June. So Scorpio, see what the cards have to reveal. Scorpio, something about your confidence I'm picking up on is growing, it's developing, even though, there's still going to be those things just out of reach, just in the peripheral that are kind of annoying at time to time, from time to time rather. I feel like you can trust the energy that's building, that you're working with right now. Okay, Scorpio, just my initial instincts for you. Okay, first up, let's see your message from the universe. What do you need to hear? What did I say? You can have confidence, Scorpio. Ace of Swords. So, conflict overcome. Really strong initiation of plans, of ideas. But remembering that when we are initiating something, we want to make sure that we're also in a position to follow through wholeheartedly for our own good. okay, for our own good. And so Ace of Swords, anywhere that there may be conflict, like I said, there's always going to be those things at the fringes. Make it really simple, really easy. Stay in your lane, focus on your stuff. Don't worry about what doesn't have anything to do with you, okay? And you're in this position, like I said, again, to feel that sense of clarity, to feel that sense of confidence in terms of just direction, focus, decision making, that sort of thing, okay, Scorpio? All right, what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Daughter of Cups. Okay, you're going to become aware that it's like, you know what? That hard shell, that scorpion tail, you're ready. It's like you're getting centered again. And you know what's at stake, your own emotions. You know that you're vulnerable. You know that you have, like when you want to, and often, more often than like others may even realize, you are more of like that easygoing, childlike spirit. With that soft heart and that more gentle nature. Like, yes, there are people that might see that tail and that stinger, but it's like to you, you're like, well, they kind of call it on themselves. And so again, like what this full moon bringing to your awareness is it's safe. It's safe for you to go out and play. It's safe for you to engage. It's safe for you to trust the yearnings, the callings of that inner child, okay? So what will you possibly need to revisit this full moon? Ace of Wands. You got some aces here, Scorpio. Very much direct in terms of thoughts and ideas, your creative vision, okay? Having clarity. So when you are sharp and you think that it's like, okay, I'm going to make a decision, blah, 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 line up and ask yourself, what is my motivation? What are my intentions? Okay, when I'm going to say something, when I'm going to make this decision, when I'm going to do this thing, what are my intentions? You want to line up that, you know what I'm saying? The action or whatever it is that you're going to be setting into motion with this Ace of Swords. You want to line it up with that fire, the life force, the drive behind the action, okay? The action itself, excuse me. And so Ace of Wands here, again, what you might need to revisit, motivation, inspiration, and I'm hearing like longevity for your ability to see something through as well. Have a clear vision, and that sort of thing. It's not just about having confidence about what you're going to do, but it's about also saying, okay, motivation wise, inspiration wise, intention wise, we want to line it up and make sure that that also is clear. Okay, so advice for a smooth full moon. 10 of Pentacles. This is really nice. House, home, family. Okay. Again, so I feel like if and where there are some decisions dealing with money, dealing with family, dealing with household, whatnot, you might have some ideas, you might have some things that you're wanting to execute. That's where it's saying, like, consider the whole, consider how it is affecting not just you, but those around you. Because you might be coming from things with like a childlike spirit and everything, but you want to be aware that you're also responsible to those around you. And that's what I think Spirit was really getting at with lining up again, like the idea and the direction and whatnot, like the action, and the intention and all that sort of thing. And remembering, like, do I have what it takes to see this through? And am I thinking about the ripple effect that this plan, this idea, this action, whatever it is, this bright idea, whatever it is, how that's going to affect the whole in the long run? Okay. So what sort of downtime you're so craving now? Daughter of Wands. So Daughter of Cups, Daughter of Wands, you want to have fun. You want to have fun. Okay, so this is about opening up to adventure. This is about opening up to your creative energies. Again, more than anything, you're going to be feeling like revitalized. Okay, the like life force energy coming through here with the Daughter of Wands. Express, create, play, follow the signs, pay attention to the signs. You yourself may even be a messenger of sorts in your own sort of covert or very obvious way in terms of like sharing with others around you. Again, if you've got something to say, if you've got a vision, if you've got an instinct or like a psychic hit and you're like spending time with loved ones, whatever, whoever, there may be some things that you're picking up on. Don't hesitate to share the news, share the messages where it resonates, and as it, of course, vibes aligns is appropriate, right? So Scorpio, don't forget to check out your rising and moon signs for some added insight, just a little bit of extra guidance, and check out our website, girlinnermoon.com, to schedule a session of your own. We're here for you, and we are more than happy to hook it up. So till next time, take care. Thanks so much for being here, Scorpio. Brightest full moon blessing, Sagittarius. It's your full moon. This is Kapualani, and I'm here with your girl and her moon, Sagittarius, full moon reading. So Sagittarius, are you ready to see what's up here? Okay. If we can get the cards going. There we go. Okay, first up, let's see what you need to hear from the universe, Sagittarius. 7 of Pentacles. Take your time to get organized. This is a time for you to really get things on track. It's not that anything is off track, but things might be really starting to develop for you. You've been doing the work, you've been taking the steps, you've been, out there and like I'm hearing like gathering and just doing what needs to be done. And so the 7 of Pentacles, I see it as an inventory energy, where we're looking back and we're just kind of lining things up, wanting to make sure, like when we're in the garden, when we're, out there watering and nurturing and holding space and tending to the garden, right, for the harvest. This is kind of like not exactly mid harvest, but this is saying there's still work that needs to be done. There's still more that's underway, but this is our time. This is our chance to get caught up and see, based on our efforts, how have things progressed or not? Is there an area where things are just kind of thriving without my effort, just so easily? Are there things that are maybe needing more of my effort? That sort of thing. And so it's a nice time to just get caught up. Right? It's time to slow down, get caught up. We're not stopping any work. We're in fact taking the time to do our due diligence so that, moving forward at this point, things can continue to run more, just efficiently and smoothly. Okay. So what will this full moon bring to your awareness? 2 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be some areas here that may, for you, Sagittarius, feel as though, like, without your choice, without your decision making, things are kind of being put on hold. Things are kind of, life is telling you that right now, they're really, it's best not to have to do much of anything. I feel like perhaps things may sort of be on, like, I don't want to say autopilot, Sag, but it's kind of like whatever plans, the plans are already set. You just need to go through with it. You know what I mean? There's nothing that you need to worry about, nothing that you necessarily need to get done, at least not right now from what I'm seeing. And so Spirit is kind of saying, just sort of step back and allow. Okay, allow. This is an intermission. There's something that is shifting. There's a page that is turning. We're like mid-page turn is what I would say in this energy that I'm seeing, Sagittarius. And so that's why Spirit's saying, you're doing all the things. You're taking the steps. So right now it's just about continuing on the path. Nothing major big going off, and nor are we in like a complete rest state. I know that 2 of Swords can be about mutability and stillness. And yes, that's what's being encouraged here and everything. But it's also a reminder that just because things are on like a little bit of a pause, it doesn't mean that it's stagnated. The world's still moving around you. Okay. So let's see what you might be revisiting. Ace of Swords. So I'm hearing things like defining things for yourself, getting clear. I feel this sense of readiness as well. Direction, independence, fortitude. I'm getting things again dealing with independence. And it's not so much like, yes, I know the Ace of Swords represents like overcoming conflict or challenges and having that ability to really assert yourself. That's what we have here. Asserting yourself and being mindful to stay strong in terms of what it is that you're working on, what it is like your ideas. Stay strong in that independence, and in your individuality, your sense of individuality. Okay. All right. Advice for a smooth full moon. Okay. Interesting. Swords and Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles. So house and home. I feel like I want to say, like, you're in a really strong position to lead. I don't know why. If there is any kind of resonance or connection where you might be like a leader of your household, or taking charge and taking the lead of your finances, of your family dynamics, of your family wealth, future generations, that sort of thing. It may be that what you're working on right now, you could be really just trying your best to focus on those steps to bring you, like, you're focusing on these steps, this 7 of Pentacles, with that intention of bringing things into that 10 of Pentacles space of completion, of celebration, of stability, that sort of thing. So there is a really strong sort of direction that I see you heading in terms of locking in future stability, like future lineages and things like that. Stability for future lineages, for your long-term future, and things like that. Okay. What sort of vacation, what sort of downtime is your soul craving? Daughter of Cups. Yeah, you just want to take it easy. You want to laugh. You want to just chill out. You want to go with the flow, have a bit of fun. I'm getting laughs, like where you can laugh, where you can have fun, where you can just engage that childlike spirit and energy of play. Go for it. Go for it. I'm glad that we're seeing this water here for you, Sag. Because, and I love that it's this Daughter of Cups, because it's telling you to be also inviting, be open to receiving the joy, be open to the, like, things that connect with you on a heart level, things that you feel empathically, intuitively drawn to, that sort of thing. You could also use maybe a few like spontaneous moments, but I'm hearing just like bursts of joy and things that are going to bring you back into like just a more childlike, heart-centered, fun-loving space where things may have been a little bit dry, where things may have been a little bit more, just focusing on work and focusing on responsibility, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so Sag, don't forget, check out your rising and moon signs, get some added insights for this lunar cycle. Visit with us girlinnermoon.com as well to schedule a session of your very own. We're here for you. So have a blessed and bright full moon, Sagittarius. Thanks so much. Till next time. Hey Capricorn, happy full moon blessings. This is Kapualani, and I've got your girl and her moon Sagittarius full moon reading for the month of June. So let's see Capricorn, what we have got here. Okay, let's see what you need to hear from the universe, Capricorn. Emperor, the first thing I'm getting, you're taking charge. You're in a place to take charge, to take command, to take the lead. And the way you do that is by remembering you are the emperor. You are, the emperor, king, that sort of thing, of your domain, of your reality, of your realm. okay? And this is not in a, defensive sort of way, but it's in a wisdom sort of way. Like, look at the longevity of your reality, of your life, of yourself, of who you are, okay? Spirit, in this sense, opening up with the Emperor, is telling you change is at hand, and you do have more of an ability to manipulate your circumstances and your reality than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. Don't be too locked into structure, order. Don't be too locked into preconceived or, just like habits and ways of doing things that you're missing out on some perhaps newer, more inventive, creative ways of doing things. There's something about stepping out of rigidity for some reason that I'm picking up on for you in this energy of the Emperor, Capricorn. So just think about it. It's not that you're a rigid person, but it's like when we get into certain habits, when we get into certain patterns, when we get into certain cycles, sometimes it takes a minute to recognize that we're, you know what I mean, that we're just kind of doing things on autopilot in a way. And so this is where you're being called to step into that Emperor self and to look at things from the higher perspective. No, yes, we may have started out somewhere and we don't need to just bounce around, but we can have some order. We can have some clarity by taking the time to observe how we ourselves have changed and grown and evolved, and how we ourselves have cycled through some things and be like, you know what? I've been doing things and doing things and doing things. It's giving me that result. And I noticed if I did it this one time differently, then I get it different. Maybe I should just kind of do things a little bit differently. I'm seeing things differently now. I'm seeing things from this height, from this perspective, rather than from this perspective. Why? Because I've actually literally physically grown. Okay, so there's something here about embracing your growth and embracing your maturity. Okay, so next we're going to be looking at what's being brought into your awareness. Saying, man, looking at things from a different perspective, taking that time to integrate, taking that time to acknowledge, you know what, maybe there are parts of myself that are way more vulnerable than I've been really acknowledging. Maybe when you were like a lot younger, you could force yourself, like with the bat, you could force yourself to go out at different hours, operate at different hours. That's not natural to you, or that you wouldn't naturally go out and do things. But now Spirit's like, listen, we've grown, we've changed, we've evolved. And so maybe it's time to slow down and allow ourselves to shift gears in terms of how we look at this next chapter, how we're looking at the way in which we're thinking about going ahead and doing things. Okay. There's something here about being patient, about pausing, about looking at things from a different perspective to maintain a sense of control and personal authority over your current reality. Okay, there's something here about that big time that I'm feeling. All right. Let's see what you might be revisiting. Yep, there's that pause. There's that pause. There's that pause. Okay, Capricorn, there's a definite theme here in terms of looking back, recognizing your growth, okay, and taking that time to consider, what can I adjust? What can I maybe do differently? What can I realize? Hey, you know what? I just realized I've done this circuit like how many times? But now that I've completed all those cycles, I've taken a moment to get caught up with myself. I've taken a moment to look back at my actual steps, look back at how far I've come. And I've realized, wow, like a learning curve. Okay, I've gotten faster, I've gotten better, I've gotten more refined. I can do this with just greater ease. I'm not second guessing myself anymore with like I used to. All right. It doesn't mean that we're just so like woohoo and just like forget, like, but it's a time to acknowledge again, because this is what we're revisiting. Okay. So this is something that we're currently in. Okay. That pause, that need to slow down, that need to acknowledge, that need to give yourself that little bit of credit that you have really pushed hard. And so it's okay if you're feeling exhausted and you need kind of a break. Okay? It's okay. And it's just that time for it. That's all it is. All right? Let's get advice for a smooth full moon. Boom, I love it. You at the top of your game, Capricorn, Father of Pentacles, taking charge, taking command of your reality by allowing for the natural stuff to unfold, staying focused on what you can see, hold, and touch. Staying focused on things from a very sort of, I want to say like detached but connected, like business perspective. Like that's what the Father of Pentacles is all about, the practicality. Okay? The practicality. And so, as an advice, with the Father of Pentacles, you are being guided to step into that logical, practical brain. Start to make sense of things from the ground up. From that way, get a lay of the land, and where you are confident, put your efforts, your energies into those spaces, places, relationships, and whatnot, where you feel and know that you are at the top of your game. Okay. And taking this time to pause and to collect will give you that space to regain your strength, to regain your clarity. So that when you go to sleep at night, the sun comes up, you wake up in the morning, it's like, aha. I don't know why, but I just feel it's like this aha. I know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm myself again, back on my feet. So whatever it takes, okay, Capricorn, for you to feel confident, healthy, back on your feet in terms of when you are presenting yourself, when you are stepping into whatever it is that you need to kind of like step into confidently, okay, just give yourself that little reset. Don't keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Know from experience, like, hey, you know what? I get it. I don't have to like prove anything. I don't have to push anything. In fact, maybe I need to just sort of withdraw, get some rest, readdress when the weather's better, when I'm in a clearer place, when it makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's now take a look. What kind of break is your soul craving? Vacate. Four of Cups. You want things to be simple, and forgive the minding of it, but simple and easy. I was gonna say simple stupid, but just simple and easy. You don't have to think about anything. It's almost like if you're like in a grind and you need to eat, you just want the food to be there so you can eat and keep grinding, keep going. It's almost like that, except maybe not with that sort of a, okay type of pace, And so with the Four of Cups, wherever heart and mind like might be detached or like disconnected, this is where spirit's saying like you need to just give yourself a break, recognize like they don't like a lot of the times when I see the Four of Cups, not always, but a lot of times when I see it, I think of like don't play with your food, just make it simple, like just eat the food, keep it easy, move forward. And so in this case, it's just like, don't overthink things, okay? Keep it simple. Have a nice reset. Like take a chill pill. I don't mean it literally. Like go to sleep. Sometimes I feel like in this case, this is a situation where you know how sometimes you just need to sleep it off or just need to go for a walk just to have like a quick reset. I feel like it's something really simple and like you don't need to drive yourself crazy figuring out any answer. The answer is right there. Okay, so don't make things harder on yourself than you need them to be, Capricorn. If for whatever reason that's resonating, keep it simple. All right. And don't forget, check out your rising and moon signs, get some added insights, get some added guidance, see what resonates, whatever doesn't, let it fall away. And check us out, girlathermoon.com, to book, schedule a session of your own. So take care. Have a good one. Thanks so much for being here. Till next time. Happy Sagittarius, full moon, Aquarius. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon full moon reading for the month of June. So Aquarius, let's see what the cards have in store here. Okay. First up, let's see what you need to hear from the universe, Aquarius. Mother of Swords. I don't know why, but first thing I hear was stay on top of it. Stay on top of it. Cool, light and easy breezy, but staying on top of it. Mind the details. Mind the details, mind your boundaries, creating your boundaries, and or acknowledging, discerning your boundaries and limitations are going to benefit you a lot right now. Aquarius is what I'm hearing. Queen of Swords mode, just kind of staying in your lane and being mindful, watchful, and not being afraid to warn others and or to chime in if and where you're seeing others crossing those boundaries, crossing into your lane or honestly even into another's lane. You're in a position of authority. You're in a position to call things out. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that. You're in a position to really, again, mind the details and be discerning with what you say and to whom, like what you give certain information to or who you give certain information to, and or like just I almost feel like for you, you already know for yourself. It's like sometimes you're better off saying nothing, but I don't know why, but that's where I'm feeling like this part of you being discerning in terms of knowing what to say and what not to say, when to say it, when not to say it is really going to serve you right now. Okay. And again, drawing those boundaries, Aquarius. So let's see, that being said, what this woman would bring into your awareness. 10 of Swords. Interesting. I get a few things when I see this. I feel like I see this could be you, like looking like this on the outside, feeling like this on the inside. And this is also you observing this on the outside. It's really interesting. Let me tune in here. Okay, what's being brought into your awareness? Okay, this is going to be you're going to really, Spirit is encouraging you to really do your best to separate yourself from the negative self-talk, negative thoughts, negativity around you, anything that might be staticky, anything that might be counterproductive or counterintuitive to, I don't know why, but I'm getting it this way, just whatever can just be clear. Clear, and I don't want to just some big, oh yeah, so clear and easy. But like in this case, I almost feel like you've learned your lesson. Like how to just hold conversation, how to just unleash, with the air. But in this case, I don't know. I feel like Spirit saying like, step back when you can see that there's situations that'll get you sucked into that vortex of like crazy. Just keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You don't need it. It's going to be too tempting and too easy for you to get into situations that'll end up making you feel like this, and you know what I mean? So that's why Spirit's saying like, this is your time to self-discipline. Keep your distance, keep your boundaries, know your limits. Okay. All right, let's see what you might be revisiting. Star on the rise. Yep. Don't stop here. It doesn't stop here. The journey doesn't stop here. Okay. If and where you may be feeling stuck or clueless in terms of like, what do I do? I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried everything. You know better. You know yourself. Step out, step away, recognize when things are starting to get spirally and take a breath, step out of it, detach, remove, and see the journey that you are on. Okay. See yourself on the journey. Okay. Not in it. Does that make sense? Because with the star here as something to revisit, it's about saying, where you may need it, when you're feeling blinded, when you're feeling like you're in that hamster wheel loop of just insanity or doing the same thing and getting like not getting the results that you want, just getting the same results rather than the results that you want, right? That insanity. Spirit saying, look towards, like, shift the energy, go to your imagination, go to your hopes and dreams. Remind yourself why you started this whole thing in the first place. Okay? Remind yourself. And if there is nothing to remind yourself, look for it. Look within and see yourself as that star on the rise. Like, what version of yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, what have you lost sight of? What can you see? What version of yourself? Like the 5-10 years from now version, 2 years from now version, 1 year from now version, can you call in to help guide you to restore your vision, to restore that sense of faith and hope for a bright future, that life goes on and life continues. You still have a chance to turn things around if and where you feel like that is valid, and you know what I'm saying, where you are wanting that. Okay? Okay, let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. The Emperor, nice. So taking charge of your life. And I don't know why, but I'm getting like being patient and mindful, where there are changes that you may want to make. But if you are not yet at that transformation precipice, if you're not yet at that tangible, actionable step where you can directly affect your reality in the way that you would like to, Spirit saying, listen, Emperor knows better. There's like so many other things that we can be doing instead to prioritize. Yes, there are times where the Emperor says, you know what? I know the conditions aren't perfect, but we have to just push through. We need to get done what needs to get done. That's true. Sometimes we do need to be mindful that there are responsibilities and things like, and so that's what it is. Sometimes we can't do what we want. We can't get done what we want. And so we have to push through and focus on other things. We have to prioritize and take action in other areas. That's a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just about saying, even though I have the power, and if I want to make something happen, I can just really push in and force it to happen. But in the end, I know I'll be better off taking the time saying, listen, I know I planned to go and have a fun day today and do all these things, but it's probably better if I save that fun day for another time. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or listen, this is the perfect day for me to get this done instead of that done, even though I really wanted to do that instead of this. But I'm going to go ahead, focus on this instead. Focus on things that are ready for me to be focused on. It's about taking things in the right order. Organization, but also using, again, that sense of life lived wisdom to guide you. Okay, in terms of saying, again, I know tomorrow's going to be another day. Even we'll have time for those things later. Okay? All right, let's see what sort of downtime your soul's craving. Yeah, following your heart. You want to have fun. You want to get out and about. I feel like when I see this Son of Cups, the Knight of Cups, just wants to go and be like socializing and among friends and just kind of like, and like having a snack and like having, those backyard parties or whatever. You just go hang out and just like visit with people. Like, I'm tired of focusing on work and being so serious and blah, blah, blah. I just want to go and stretch my legs and, fan my wings and things like that. And so do that. Notice, like I said, there might be you might want to build an empire yourself, but like today, Spirit's like, listen, today ain't the day to build an empire. Today's the day to go and have fun. So you go have fun. Okay, that's your duty. So, Aquarius, check out your rising and moon signs for some extra added guidance and insight. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And don't forget to visit usgirlandourmoon.com to schedule a session of your very own. We're here and we're more than happy to hook it up. So, Aquarius, take care. Thanks so much for being here. Till next time. What is up, Pisces? I am Kapualani, as you may know. And if you don't, you know me now. And I'm here with your girl and her moon, Sagittarius, full moon reading for the month of June. Let's dive in, Pisces, and see what the cards have to share. Okay. First up, let's get your message from the universe, Pisces. What do you need to hear? Oh, I love this for you. The Chariot. Sorry, don't mind me. But with this Chariot, I know it sounds right crazy. Like, why would I love this for you? Because it's about taking control. It's interesting because I was reminded with Pisces, the two fish, right? Black and the white, the yin and the yang here that's being represented. You being in the perfect position to arm yourself with confidence, okay? You may not even know what's going on, where you're going, what you're doing. But in this moment, you're being called to hold it together. Almost something like that. But guess what? You're going to get through. Your ability to do that, to just snap to it and like, what? I need to get my stuff together and focus and align. Okay, you don't even know why. You don't even know what. You don't even know how, what's going on around you. You are that way. And it's not like you wouldn't question it. And it's not like just constant, complete perfection 100% of the time. But I feel that energy from you, Pisces. When that alarm goes off, you're like, whoop, 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 what I need to do, maybe not always, but that alertness, that willingness, that what needs to be doneness, I feel that coming through. And so in this case, Spirit is saying take control of yourself, take control of your life, take control of your journey, take control. The Chariot consciously is aware, that right now I can't think, I can't focus on anything other than what I am doing right here, right now. For whatever reason, Pisces, I do get this really intense feeling of, feeling like there's some stuff at stake. For some reason, at least maybe emotionally, it feels that way. Stress wise, it may feel that way. And I get it because you are such, you have that sensitive, you're Pisces, you feel it all. And so that ability to navigate through the choppy waters, even the still waters, when you yourself are feeling a little bit choppy, it can be a lot sometimes. Okay. But I feel the energy is coming together to really support this type of process for you. So let's see what this will be bringing to your awareness. Daughter of Cups. I love it too. Even in the midst of being like steel is what I'm hearing. You still maintain and sustain that softness about you, Pisces. The innocence, the naivete, the joyfulness, the childlike wonder. Those big googly eyes are like, what? Intense, but then also just like floaty. We're going full speed and full stop. Just what? I'm just on the water. What are you talking about? And so that's exactly it. Look how effortless you make all this stuff look, Pisces. But I have no idea. You're like white knuckling it. But like, look, they see you smiling. Like, you know what I mean? And so that's where Spirit's saying, like, own that. Own both those sides of you. That strong, confident, like, steel bullet type, and as well as that soft, gushy, childlike, silly, silly being that you can be, that you are, that playfulness as well, okay? Because it's so beautiful. All right, let's see what you'll be potentially revisiting. The balance. There it is, the balance between those energies, like I said, the two fishy, the balance, the childlike energy, and that master that is in control and in charge and can be cutthroat and totally serious, and you know what I mean, when you want to and need to be. Okay. And so in terms of the revisitation, really focusing on balancing the wants and the needs, focus on balancing your choices, your decisions, weighing things out in such that it's harmonized. We don't want to be splitting ourselves apart. We want to take on these new steps, take on these new realities, take on these new options, in a way that we can balance. Like if we're having to juggle things, you may be in a space where you feel like you're having to juggle a couple of realities or situations, circumstances, choices, options, decisions that need to be made. Spirit is saying it doesn't have to be this way or that way. We can integrate somehow and create a new reality. And that's what you're being encouraged to do. Okay. You've done it before. You can do it again. All right. Advice for a smooth full moon. Wheel of Fortune. Cool. Yep. So taking that time to step back and observe, understand that, there are some cycles, closing, opening, all happening at once so much of the time. And so it benefits you, again, to gain that perspective. This is the time where the universe is truly at hand, truly fate, karmic, the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny is, in motion, or still one or the other. It's for you to realize, oh, right, that's how it sort of goes, that there's times where things are just not going to be in my control. There's patterns and cycles to things. I have patterns and cycles. This is an opportunity for you to step back and to notice, look back at your own patterns and cycles, look back at the patterns and cycles flowing around you where it is relevant to where you are at this time. Okay, there's some things to be aware of as you are coming full circle in a number of ways. Okay. All right, let's see now. What sort of vacation is your soul craving? Bring it home, Justice. You want that balance. That balance. You're ready for like, I don't want just so much chaos, but where you're having to keep countering. You are having to apply to counterbalance. You are rather than doing what you want to do, you have to keep doing what needs to be done. Oh, I feel for you, Pisces. You know, instead of doing what you want to do, you keep having to do what you have to do. It needs to be done rather than what you want to be done. And then when you want to do something, it's like then you got to rush. You got to rush to make something happen just so that you can do what you want to do, or whatever the case may be. And you're ready. You're ready to like stop with all of that nonsense. You're ready to just live your life. You're ready for things to just come into balance without you having to be the one who's constantly having to manipulate reality to make it happen. Ah, I get that. Pisces, I totally get that. And you know what? It's coming, baby. It's coming. So you just keep doing what you're doing. You keep integrating, keep living your life. I know we might have to stay, just be minding things a little bit, but you are so loved. You're so supported. Call in for divine intervention. Trust me, if you are needing it, our guides need us to give them permission and to ask for their support, to ask for their help, to ask for their guidance. I'm being called right now to share that with you, Pisces. So if you haven't done it, if you've forgotten, do that. Please do that, okay? Because I feel like if you especially could use that support, it's going to help to open those energetic floodgates for that support to really become more apparent and to flow through, okay? So check out your rising and moon signs, Pisces. See what resonates. Whatever doesn't resonate, let it fall away. But those moon and rising signs, you never know what extra insight or guidance could be relevant for you. And check us out, girlonthemoon.com. Schedule a session of your very own. We are here for you anytime. So take care. Thanks so much for being here. Have a good one. Till next time. See you.